Ellie, I don't have a car. I got dropped off.
I guess you can take my car.
That's it. Go.
Fine.
We really need to hurry.
Relax, we'll get there. You just worry about being strapped in a giant metal tube 30,000.
Good evening, everyone. Before continue, just I want to check that my voice is audible and screen are visible to you. Good evening, everyone. Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. So yesterday we are discuss multi-threading, right? So let's summarize these all things which we are learn. So we are discuss about what is the multi-threading. So what is the process? After that, we are discussed the life cycle of a thread. After that, we are discuss the how we can create thread within a Java, right? So that all things we are discussed yesterday. So let's summarize these all things. So we are started from process. So what is the process? In concurrent programming, execution happens in two ways. Either it's using process or either it's using threads. But there are differentiate between thread and process. That means um, process are use heavy resources and threads are not use that much heavy resources like process. Java mainly focus on threads, but process also play an important role. So a process run independently with its own memory and resources, and threads is like a lightweight process that run inside a process. Creating a thread is a faster and it uses fewer resources than creating a process. All threads within a process share a memory and files, which is efficiently synchronized. Every Java program starts with one main thread, which can create additional thread as needed. The Java platform support multi-threading, allow multiple tasks to run concurrently. For that purpose, we are use a thread. So what means a multi-threading then? Multi-threading in Java is a technique that allows multiple tasks, that means allow multiple threads to execute concurrently within a single process. It's improve application performance by utilizing CPU cores efficiently. Just wait. Okay, thank you for waiting. There are disturbance. That's why I mute my mic. So the thread have a life cycle. That means a thread in Java goes through multiple states during execution. Each state is managed using various thread methods. So what's the thread life cycle? Thread have a new state. That means thread is creating but not started yet. That means a new. It's a runnable state. That means ready to run. Thread is ready and waiting for CPU allocation. After that, running state is there. That's called executing thread. The thread has been scheduled and it's executing. After that, waiting thread is there. Waiting state is there. Thread is waits. Identity identifiedly until another thread notified. There are time waiting also available. That means a thread is waiting for specific duration. And last one is a terminate, or we can call it kill thread. Thread has complete execution or has been stopped. So that's the state is terminate state. So during that thread life cycle, we are use number of methods. So what's a number of methods we are use? So yesterday we are use a start thread. That start thread, it's within a new to runnable state. So it's a start the thread and calls run method, start method. That's the start method we are writing. It's a start the thread and calls run method. After that, run method is there. When we are create thread, we are write run method that defines the thread task. So it goes to from state runnable to running. After that, we are use a sleep method. That's state is running and running to time waiting. The purpose of sleep method is pause the thread for given time. After that, we are use yield method. Its state is running to runnable. That suggests that the CPU should give time to another thread. After that, we are use a join method. Its state is waiting. It's make one thread wait for another thread completion. The notify method is there. It's from waiting to runnable state. That means to wake up waiting thread, we are use notify. Notify all is there. So we are wake up all waiting threads. The suspend method is there, resume method is there, stop method is there. That suspend, resume, and stop are deprecated. Nowadays, we are not use that thing. But suspend we was used for pause the thread execution. The resume is useful for resume suspended thread, and stop method we are used to kill a thread. After that, interrupt method is there. That interrupt method requests a thread to stop but doesn't force it. And is live alive method is there that check if the thread is still running or not. So that things we are done yesterday. So that's a summarization for multi-threading. Now, what we are going to learn today? So today we are going to learn the real-time scenario to use a multi-threading. That means I'm going to show you how we can use a multi-threading within a Java to perform real-time scenario with a banking application for deposit money, withdraw money, and check balance with a multiple threads running at same time with a safely thread safe. For that reason, I'm going to create one file first. So threads we are used in a gaming application, in an enterprise applications. Threads we are used in a graphical user interface applications. So one example I'm going to show you here. So that's a class. So that's a banking application. So it's like a mini project. It within our scenario, we are create two mini project here. One is a grocery system, and second one is this banking application. Okay. So I created one class. That class name is a banking application. So it's our holding main method. It's a banking application. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to create one real-time example for multi-threading. That's a online banking system for check balance, deposit and withdraw money. And each operation here, we need to write with a separate thread to ensure faster processing and improve efficiency. For that reason, we are going to write this program. So here, I need to create one class. That class handle the logic regarding that banking application. So class bank account, I am right here. Within that bank account, I required to create one field that's holding balance. So that's a private. So that bank account class represent user bank account and it's hold current balance in account. So that's why I create one field to hold that balance. That's a private field. It's a private double balance. After that, to initialize this balance, we required one constructor. And what's the constructor? To using constructor, we are going to initialize object variable. So current object variable is balance and we need to initialize it using constructor. So that's why I'm going to create one constructor here. So it's done. Constructor are created. So that's a constructor are initialize a balance variable. After that, so to avoid confusion, it's a local variable. I can say it's a initialize balance. It's a initialize balance. Okay. Okay. After that, so maybe we are use bank account. So I can use bank account. User, user operation. Bank account user operation. That means I'm used here. Okay. Once we are create constructor to initialize a instance variable of balance. After that, I need to perform a logic to deposit amount and to withdraw amount, right? And for that purpose, I'm going to create one method. But that method I'm going to create with one keyword. That keyword is a synchronize. Synchronize. It's not written anything. And method name is a deposit. Method name is a deposit. So why we are use a synchronize here? Look here, when we are write this method, we are use a synchronize. that means that method adds money to account, right? We are use a synchronize keyword to make sure only one thread can access it at a time. So using that, we are avoid balance error when multiple thread are deposit. So that's why we are use synchronize. After that, what's the amount we need to deposit? That amount I'm right here, double amount. Curly bracket open, curly bracket close. After that, the second method I required, that second method is for withdraw. So public, it's also synchronized. Withdraw. That method withdraw amount from account. So we required amount as a parameter to withdraw. So here I create a withdraw method. That withdraw method uses synchronize to avoid overdrawing when many threads try to withdraw at once. So that's why we are using synchronize. So using that synchronize, we prevent overdraft of amount. So let's create logic. So here we are going to perform that operation using thread, right? So let's display that thread name first. So that's why I'm going to display a thread name for acknowledgement. So that's the thread. Thread dot. I want to get current thread who are performing that operation. Current thread, and that name of current thread I need to print. So that's what I call get name method. So here I'm right for what? Deposit, right? So it's depositing amount. That amount, it's amount. So I acknowledge that things I'm depositing that number of amount within my account. After that, we have balance method, balance variable. So we need to reinitialize that balance variable with this dot balance equal to, we need to add amount, right? So plus equal to amount. So it's a reinitialize the balance variable. And after that, we need to print our updated balance. That is the dot balance. That's the updated balance, right? So deposit are completed. Now let's write for withdraw. Let's write a logic for withdraw. So we are withdrawing amount, right? So for that reason, we need to check balance first, because suppose we have amount 5,000 and I'm going to withdraw 6,000. So it's not valid, right? So we need to use a condition if amount is greater than these dot balance. If that things are happen, that's a true. Then I'm going to perform operation. That operation is what? If it is amount is greater than balance, then we are say that balance is lower. That right? That means insufficient amount in your account. So that message I'm going to print. But that message I want to print with a thread name. So I just copy that content. Okay, that thinks I'm right here. If that condition are false, then I need one alternate path. So within else, I'm going to write the logic for withdraw amount. The logic for withdraw amount. So within else, I'm going to write. First, I need to show that thread name which are performing that operation. So here, I'm going to withdraw amount. So we are withdrawing amount. Okay, we are withdrawing amount, and that amount we are withdraw from where? From balance, right? So these dot balance, minus equal to amount. So we are withdraw that balance, that amount from balance, and after that I need to show updated balance. So that's why I use updated balance after withdraw. Okay, that's the balance after withdraw, right? Now, so deposit is done, withdraw is done. After withdraw, I want to check balance. So for that reason, I write one another method public. It's also synchronized. That method not written anything, and method name is a check balance. So that's the method name. So within that method, I'm going to write acknowledgement that's check balance. So that thread are checking balance. And which thread are going to check balance, that thread name I'm going to print here. Okay, so it's a simple thing. Now let's use that all things within multi-threading. But before that, is any question regarding class, bank account, user operation? Is any question regarding bank account, user operation, class? we are create a bank account user operation class for represent user bank account. It's hold current balance in the account. To initialize that balance, we are use constructor there. After that, we are create three methods. The first method for deposit, it's holding amount value. That method are required to add money into account, and it's a use synchronized keyword to make sure only one thread can access it at a time. So using that, we are avoid balance errors when multiple thread deposit. After that, we have withdraw method. It's holding one parameter amount. So we are actually subtracting money from account. And before that, we are check if there is enough balance. If not, we are printing error message. That method also we are used with a synchronized to avoid overdrawing when money threads try to withdraw. And at last, we are use a method. That method is what? That method is a check balance. It just print a current balance. It is this method also synchronized to get accurate result when the access to other threads. So that things we are right there. Now we are going to write a separate thread classes that perform specific action on a same bank account object. So that's why I'm going to create a separate thread classes. So first thread class are responsible to deposit amount. So that's what a class. Class. It's we can call it a deposit thread. It's a deposit thread. And these deposit thread extends thread class. So within that deposit thread class, I'm going to write run method. But before write a run method, I need to initialize some variables. And to initialize the variables, I need to declare that things. So it's a private. So we are deposit amount, but where we need to deposit amount, we require bank account details, right? So that's why I'm going to create instance of bank account user operation. Its name is account. And second variable I required for amount for deposit purpose. So look here. Here we are use has a relationship. Here we are use has a relationship. Okay. Now we need required to initialize that object and variable. So that's why I'm going to create one constructor. So that's initialize amount and account. So constructor are created there. Here we are going to write multiple threads, right? So that's one. For acknowledgement, we required that comment. Now, whatever operations we need to perform using that deposit thread, that operations we need to write within a run method. So at the rate, override. override. Which method we need to override? It's a public void run method we need to override from thread class, and that run method invoke deposit method. So account dot deposit, and it's the amount we are going to deposit. It's done. Now, in a similar way, we are going to create a second method for withdraw thread. So next class I'm going to create for withdraw operation. It's a withdraw thread. It's also extends thread, and within that we need to withdraw amount, right? But for withdraw amount we require amount and bank account. So that things we require. After that we need to initialize those variable. That's the object and variable we need to initialize. So for that purpose, I'm going to create a constructor. So that's a constructor we are right there to initialize instance object and instance of object and variable. After that, we require to override run method. And within that run method, we need to invoke the withdraw method. Withdraw method we are invoking. So that's our withdraw thread. That's our withdraw thread. So that two threads are created. After that, we require to check balance. For that purpose, I'm going to create one another class. That's a balance thread. That's a balance thread. It's a extends thread class. And within that balance thread, within that balance thread, I'm going to write I need to check balance. We are not withdraw and deposit amount, right? So we just required the account. So we just required the account, that means instance of bank account user operation class. That things only we required. So let's initialize that things using constructor. So constructor. So let's create constructor.
Hello, sir.
Yes. Yes. Okay. Once we are create a constructor, we required to override run method to check balance. And here within run method, I'm going to invoke check balance method. Check balance method. So that's the way to use multi-threading within a Java. So let's complete our application. So let's call these all things within a main. So within a main, I'm going to write first create a bank account object. So its name is my account. Equal to new. The constructor, that constructor holding initial amount. So initial amount, suppose it's 1,000 rupees. When I open bank account, I deposit 1,000 rupees. After that, I need to perform that multiple operations using threads. So we are going to create multiple threads for banking operation. So it's a thread. It's a T1. T1 equal to a new, and we are going to deposit amount. So it's a deposit thread. It's where we are deposit. We are deposit within my account, and how much value I'm deposit 500 rupees. 500 rupees I'm deposit. After that, I required one another thread. It's called T2. That thread I'm write for withdraw purpose. So it's a new withdraw thread. And how much amount I withdraw? 700 rupees I want to withdraw. After that, after withdraw that amount, I need one another thread. I call it T3. We require to check balance, right? So it's a balance thread we are called. And now it is a time to start that thread. So T1 dot start, T2 dot start, T3 dot start. So that's the way to use multi-threading to write application, Java application. So first thread 0 is depositing amount 500, and after deposit our balance is a 1500. So thread 2 are checking a balance, that's a 1500. After that we are withdraw amount 700, and after withdraw amount 800 is remaining balance. So that's our multi-threading, real-time multi-threading program. And that's your code. So I hope you are aware about that things, how to create object of thread. When we are create thread T1 and it's allocate memory for new, and that thread T1 allocate a memory, that memory initialize with one class, that class constructor is a deposit thread. So it's a goes to deposit thread class, and within that class we have a run method. Within that class we have a run method. So first it's a deposit thread. Deposit thread, it's a constructor. That means it goes to here. Here within that constructor we have two values. One is a bank account object, and after that deposit amount, and it's initialize that things with the instance variable and instance of object. So that things are happen here, where within that line, within a T1. Once we are created T1, now we require to run that method. Which method? The run method. And run method holding actual invocation of another method. That method is what? Deposit method. So when we are start a thread, actually it's a deposit amount within our account. So I hope you understand that things, what's the purpose of that line and what's the purpose of these lines. Who are asking these? Sushant, I explained that things for you. Is it understand? Okay. So is any another question from our code? Are you understand how to use a multi-threading when you write your code? Now, okay, that's good. That's good. What about others? That means when I ask question, only a few members are reply. What about others? Okay. Now, so that's assignment question for you. So when we are user, that means within that application, to avoid that multiple code, it is possible to use a Lambda. So we are going to avoid unnecessary codes. So to use Lambda, what are the things you required? You required runnable interface. So instead a thread class, you can use runnable interface. So everyone, are you understand that question? Yes, most of time, not it's not like similar to try and catch. If else is a condition part. For validation, we are use if else, and try catch we are used to avoid exceptions. To handle exception, we are use try catch. But if else, we are using if else, we are validating our data. It's not like a similar to try and catch. Okay, what's the question? We are write that banking application. It's a small project actually. That project we can extend with using a JDBC later. But currently we need to convert same project using Lambda. So same project you can convert using Lambda. That means thread you can convert using Lambda. And to convert that threads using Lambda, you can use runnable interface instead thread class. Currently our operations are that means it's not a big operations. It's only scenario. So if you remove that synchronize, maybe it's not happen anything. But if you're going to making the large applications, that large application handle large data, and there are number of threads to use that data on that time, maybe if you're not use synchronize, then your balance will be wrong. Because why we are using synchronize? We are using synchronize to avoid a overdraft of our amount within withdraw. We are using synchronize within a deposit to make sure only one thread can access it at a time. So it's avoid balance errors when multiple threads are deposit. We are use synchronize within a check balance to get accurate result when accessed with other threads. So that's the purpose to use synchronize keyword with a method. आता यात Rohit, are you there? Rohit Tamkane. Okay. Rohit, are you preferable English language? That means, can I make it simple for you? Okay. Suppose, Rohit, you have one bank account, and that bank account provide you multiple ways to perform transaction. For example, you have your banking application within your mobile. You have your debit card, right? So suppose you are leaving your debit card with your mother, and you have your banking application within your mobile, and you are in your campus. On same time, you are making transaction. That transaction is suppose you are purchasing something from your phone pay. On same time, your mother are withdraw amount from ATM from a same account. So suppose your balance is a 5,000 and your mother withdraw 500, and you are purchase something online that's amount is 1,000, right? But both the operation perform on same time. If we are not use a synchronize, that means at a time one thread can be execute. If you are not doing that things, then um, if you are purchase for 1,000, then what's the amount your mother are getting? That's the balance amount. When she remove 500 rupees, the balance amount she getting 4,500. And when you are purchasing that something for 1,000 rupees, you are getting balance amount is what? It's a 4,000. So if we are not synchronize that things, that means we are not making a thread safe, then these things are happen. The both balance are wrong. Both side balance are wrong. So Rohit, hope you understand why we are using synchronize. Rohit Tamkane. Okay. So please write these things with using Lambda, and for convert that code with the Lambda, you can use runnable interface. Do not use a thread. You can use runnable interface. Till you write that code, I'm going to give another assignment. That's the first one. The second, Hamida, it's hard to read that code here. Can you push that code on your GitHub account and your GitHub account link? Can you share with me within a meeting chat? Okay, that's good. Thank you. So till your responses, I'm going to unmute myself. Arundhati. Arundhati, where are you use Lambda? That means I'm not finding where you use Lambda. Everyone, please upload your code on your GitHub account and share your GitHub account. That means that uploaded code link with me on meeting chat, so I can read that code easily, and then I can suggest if there are any changes. Please, Arundhati, please upload your code on your GitHub account and then you share your link here. Students, did you understand the third one? That third one in that means you create a local class to get a second line from a file and save that line within another file. But before save, make sure it must be encoded. That means you need to use encoding logic there. So from Sukanya, I got code. Please post a specific file link. Please post a specific file link. Otherwise, it's hard to find out. Look here, how you post that things. Just copy address and paste it with me on our chat box. So using that way, your post your program with me. So that's the things. So I'm going to discuss regarding this code. So you are create okay with runnable. Okay, that's good. Okay. That's very good. That means using a runnable, you are avoid boilerplate code. That's code are to create thread classes. That's good. What's your name? That code from Sukanya Wag. Sukanya, it's very well. You're writing a lambda with some modification, so that's accepted. After that, explain third question. What is the third question? We have one file. From that file, we have second line. That means there are number of lines within that file. We need to get. We need to get. Please mute yourself.
तो लिहून घे मी लिहून घेऊ का
Okay. From that file, we have multiple lines. From that multiple lines, we need to get only second number line. So whatever things we have within the second number line, we need to get from file. And after that, we need required to encode these line. Encode these line and store that encoding a string within a second file. So you use lambda there. And of course, multi-threading is required. What's the concept you should include in each question? First one is a multi-threading. Second one is lambda. And other things, whatever things we are learned till date, that things you can include. We are learn lots of concept, but it is mandatory to use lambda and what multi-threading. That two things are mandatory to use within your each question answer. So Amina, is it clear? Okay. Tanish, how you can solve that question? It's totally depend upon you. I just want you are use lambda and you are use multi-threading concepts. What is the third question? We have one file. That file have a number of lines. From that number of lines, we need to read second number line. And we need to save that second number line within another file. But before save that line in another file, we need to encode these line. We need to encode these line. Encode means what? It's a encoding. That means no one can read that directly without our program. Yes, it's a separate code for each question. It's a separate code for each question. So Dheeraj, are you understand third question? Shreya, it's empty. Shreya Tonpe, your repository is empty. Please make sure you share a link with a specific file. Your repository is empty, Shreya.
पप्पाला खायचं.
Students, when you are share a link, please go with a specific file. Otherwise, it's hard to find out your code. Like look here, Bajrang Patil are provide one link, and he is provide a link with a specific file. So I can clearly read that code. That's good. Okay, that's good, Bajrang. Okay, gravity factor you can get from internet. So okay, but what's your name? Sukanya, where you are use a lambda and multi-threading. What's our requirement? It must have lambda and multi-threading. It must have a two concept, that's a lambda and multi-threading. Please update your code. Sukanya Bag. Students, is anyone have a different idea to write that code? To write that banking application, is anyone have a different idea? That different idea should be must be include Lambda and with multi-threading. Is it possible to you to make withdraw, deposit, and um, to check a balance using multi-threading? Sorry, using Lambda. That means this bank account user operation. Is it possible to use a Lambda there?
Sir,
Yes. Yes.
can you explain the question number 3?
Okay. So what's the question number 3? Suppose we have one file. That file name is abc.txt. Within that file, we have multiple lines. From that multiple lines, we need to get a second number line only. And once we are get a second number line data, then we need to store that second number line data within another file. Suppose that file name is xyz.txt. But when you are store that data within xyz.txt, that data must be encoded. Must be encoded. So you need to create logic for encoding. So that's a third number question. No, you can create your own logic for encoding. For example, suppose every character you are get. For each character, you require to write some additional data, like you are writing +9. You are converting that value into ASCII or Unicode, and then you are making addition with your numbers or with your own character. Like suppose I have the character is hello. I want to encode that character. How it is encode? So I can make the things that what's the ASCII value for hello. Or I can make it I can make it the ASCII value for HELLO. That's ASCII 65 is for A, right? (65A), 97 small a, 97 so H for what? Suppose it's maybe 104. 104. After that, I make addition. 104 plus is maybe 102 plus L. L is what? It's 108 plus L is 2 times 108 plus O. O is within a small case, so I can use 111. So whatever total I got, its a total is the encoded value. So there are different logic You can use a cipher also. That means you can use a bitwise operator also. So bitwise operator, it's good. Bitwise operator is good to encoding a data. It is a cryptography with encryption. Cryptography means what? Whatever logic you are right to encryption, that's called cryptography. So you can use bitwise operation to encode your data. Okay, I'm going to share encoding logic with you. I'm going to share encoding logic with you, but don't use that logic. You can create your own logic. So I'm going to share my encoding logic. I have one example where I store. Okay, I share one code to encode and decode logic. So you can refer that code for encoding and decoding logic. But it is recommended that you can create your own encoding and decoding logic. So it's you can use that code only for reference. Dati, if you use a runnable interface, then that code you can make. That means that code you are write clean and optimized. So try to use runnable interface instead thread class. Arundhati, are you there? Arundhati Patil, are you there? Please try to use runnable interface instead thread class. So you can make using that things you can make a lambda. Please update your code, Arundhati Patil. Okay. The encoding, decoding, everyone use your own logic. Please do not copy my logic. You can refer that logic for your reference and create your own logic for encode and decode data. Yes, that number of mini project we have within our syllabus, and that you should be complete. So we are not create any groups. So it is recommended that you can create your project individually. Within a collection, we are going to learn map. After complete our backend, we are start a front end. Bajrang, is it possible to avoid map? That's a collection class. Okay, that's good. What's your name? Sushant. Okay. That's general question. Is my screen are visible? Look here. I just goes to people, and after that their attendance is there. Download attendance list. So I just download it. Make it an I just alter name. That's what's today's 25. And share it with admin. So that's the way to take attendance. Students, next topic we are discussed tomorrow, not today. The next topic is generics, and after generic we are learn collection framework. After collection framework we have a JDBC. After JDBC we have a we need to switch to Hibernate. After Hibernate we need to switch Spring framework. That's a Spring Boot. And after that we are switch to front end side. But before that, in middle, we need to learn PostgreSQL. So, okay, students. I hope you are writing your code. I'm going to end this meeting here. So please share your links on tomorrow chat, our chat. So I'm going to end this meeting here. Thank you very much for attending today's class. Okay, Sukanya, that's good try. Actually, I'm impressed with your code, Sukanya. That's properly aligns all lambdas with multi-threading. That's good. Sukanya, that's very good. So you're use your own logic. Yes, I take attendance. So I'm going to leave this meeting. So see you tomorrow with the same link and with the same time. So thank you very much. But make sure before start tomorrow meeting, you must be upload your code on GitHub and you must be ready with your links.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yeah.